Nothing clears my head like getting out of the office to take a leisurely stroll in the mountains. Time really seems to stand still up here. Oh no, how did I lose track of time? What's the fastest way off the mountain? Oh! Whew, talk about a cliffhanger. Glad I made it back in time. Welcome to the 5th annual New York City Imagine Awards. We're very proud to be New York's premier nonprofit event designed to shine a spotlight on the area's most outstanding nonprofit organizations. Thank you for being here tonight to celebrate and learn about our amazing finalists and the important work they do to strengthen communities, change lives, and make the New York metropolitan area better on a daily basis. Over the last 5 years, the Imagine Awards has been gaining traction and support, which has enabled us to expand our reach to more nonprofits in the area. Tonight, you will learn about some incredible organizations that you've never heard of, and hopefully, by the end of the evening, you'll want to collaborate with and support. Speaking of collaboration, we couldn't do what we do without the generosity and support of our sponsors. We are especially grateful to our planning committee, the judges, the finalists, and of course, all of you. Nearly 250 applications were submitted for the 2025 Imagine Awards. Of those, the 24 finalists you'll be meeting tonight represent some of the best that New York City and the boroughs have to offer. The winners of the 6 categories, Arts and Culture, Rising Star, Leadership, DEIA, Innovation, and Social Impact will be announced live tonight. To paraphrase John Muir, the event is calling, so I must go. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Come on, you guys can do a whole lot better than that. How's everyone doing? We're in for an exciting night tonight. I love the Imagine Awards. It's like one of the only nights out there where we get to celebrate the nonprofit sector, people who do so much for everyone, and this is your night, guys. It's your night to shine. So thank you all for being here for one of my favorite nights of the year, as I said. The Imagine Awards are about celebrating the people and organizations making real impact in our communities, and I can't wait to share their stories with you tonight. Tonight's process started in May with over 250 applications. Of those, the 24 finalists represent some of the best New York has to offer. Tonight, we'll announce the winners in 6 categories: Arts and Culture, Rising Star, Innovation, Leadership, Social Impact, and DEIA. It's kind of like the Academy Awards, only with fewer red carpets and a lot more heart. We also have the Fan Favorite Award, where people voted online for their favorite finalists. Although there can only be one winner in each category, as far as I'm concerned, you're all winners. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Come on. I'd like to thank our major sponsors for their generosity, our titanium sponsor, Webster Bank, our platinum sponsors, Alliant Insurance Services, my partners at Serini and Associates, the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation has been with us since the start, Chase for Business, the Nonprofit Resource Hub, One Group, and your part-time controller. I want to give special thanks to the committee that serves as the events board, making important decisions about the events and also helping us move the event forward. Can the committee just stand up and maybe get a little light so everybody can see who the committee is? I also like to thank our judges, if the judges can stand up. So I asked them to stand up because if you guys didn't win, they're the ones who picked the winner, so I had nothing to do with it. They had the unenviable task of narrowing down the 42 semifinalists down to the 24 finalists in the room and ultimately picking the winners. Not an easy task. All of you guys are amazing, so to kind of go through that and try to decide which one of you is going to win in each category was really tough. I would also like to thank my team at Serini & Associates, Christina Liano and Kellyanne Serini, as well as Hillary Needle, who again has been here since the start helping us. She's the event planner from Hillary Needle Events. They work tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure this event runs as smoothly as it does. Now it's time to see who's taken home the trophies, the prize money, and of course the bragging rights this year. I'm pleased to introduce our MC for the night. We are glad to have her back. Let's give a warm welcome to Channel 7 Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon to kick off the program.
Thank you so much, Ken. It is so great to be back for the 5th annual Imagine Awards. I love this so much. You know, I'm in a profession where I never know what I'll be learning or who I'll be meeting that day, and what I love about this event is learning about your incredible and noble work. I know that you do what you do, not for awards and recognition, but for the reward and the satisfaction of helping people and making a difference. And you're not going to work every day trying to figure out how to market yourselves or sell something or pay someone to try to explain what you do. You're busy fulfilling the mission of your organizations and using your resources for that. But you do want to share what you do and help generate some support. And, you know, we're living in a time where nonprofits need support more than ever before. So whether through social media or traditional media, you want to get the word out, which is why another thing I love about this event so much is that all the nominees get something. You get video to help explain to the world what it is that you do and why you do it, and you get to speak from the heart. You get to show some photos and some video of your work, and a professional editor and videographer produces something that you can use to showcase the work that you should be so proud of, and that you can continue, and so you can continue focusing on that. So I really love that this organization recognizes the importance of that quality messaging as another way to recognize your work. So it has been so exciting to be part of the Imagine Awards, where we showcase that important work of 24 of New York's most incredible nonprofits. Through the generosity of the sponsors and supporters, the Imagine Awards put $33,000 in the hands of nonprofit organizations tonight, which is so welcome. Special and sincere thanks go out to the companies who chose to support the Imagine Awards this year. As corporate sponsors, we couldn't do it without you, and we want to welcome and thank our sponsors who have stepped up to take advantage of this unique opportunity. We know that you understand how impactful this platform is and how much good it does for so many people. As Ken said, the 24 finalist organizations are all winners. As finalists, each organization was awarded a video shoot that captured the essence of their organization that we will show after the nominees in each category are read. So special thanks to Michael Sorrentino, Tamara Krafazi, Liz Weaver O'Keefe, Joel Todero, Jessica Lazar, and Dave Shaw at Sorrentino Media, who did a great job producing and coordinating those videos. We love video storytelling. And this is the cool thing, these videos are the property of the finalists to use on their websites and in their advertising, courtesy of the NYC Imagine Awards. I think that's amazing. So I just want to remind everyone to please look at the journal for details about the event, finalist organizations, and sponsors. It is now my pleasure to introduce Courtney Klein and Kelly Klein to present the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation Arts and Culture category, which recognizes the tremendous contributions of arts and cultural organizations to New York City and the boroughs.
I'm Courtney Klein.
And I'm Kelly Klein.
We are board members of the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation. The foundation's namesake, Claire Friedlander, was a family friend and Holocaust survivor. Claire's love of the arts, combined with a deep dedication to philanthropy, continues to inspire us. In fact, we are grateful to Claire, who encouraged us to appreciate and participate in ballet and piano. It's a privilege to steward her legacy.
We are proud to sponsor the Imagine Awards Arts and Culture category because Claire also had a true appreciation of all things artistic and understood that creative expression is essential for the survival of the human spirit. We understand now more than ever that supporting and sustaining the arts is critical to keeping joy and hope alive for all.
We are pleased to present the 2025 finalists for the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation Arts and Culture Award.
Building Beats,
LEAP,
Omnium Circus,
the Poetry Society of New York.
Building Beats is a nonprofit. We teach music production, DJing, podcasting, and more recently, music coding, especially in communities that are under-resourced. And our philosophy is deeply rooted in hip-hop, which is essentially make whatever you can with whatever you got. BB Workshops is our longest-running program. We go into after-school programs and community centers and homeless shelters where we work with young adults. Just so much great energy.
Building Beats is a very encouraging space. Having the resources to be able to borrow speakers, to create my own events is something that really propelled me forward.
BB Leaders is our mentorship program, which started because we had a few students from our BB Workshops programs come back to us and say that they were thirsty for more. We connect students with people in the industry, place them at DJ gigs, have them teaching workshops. Our goal is to give them hands-on experience in the things that they're interested in pursuing.
LEAP stands for Learning Through Expanded Arts Program. Expansion comes in many forms, but thinking about expanding the learning lens, and then just in general from a student experience, I think expansion comes from engaging in a way that allows you to see the world in ways that you've never had before.
We are partnering with communities to bring arts to their children and their families. LEAP also has programs for parents. Through the arts, children are gaining skills like creativity, innovation, inspiration, skills that they might not necessarily learn through their academic work. We want the arts to be not in addition to their day. We want them to be part of their life. And, that's what's exciting about LEAP, because we're bringing that to young kids every day.
Creativity opens us up into so many possibilities, and when you infuse that into the foundations of learning, imagine the possibilities.
Omnium means of all and belonging to all. It is the nation's first comprehensively inclusive and accessible circus. It started from my perception and my understanding of a need from a community to be able to share joy. How could I create a show that was accessible to everyone all the time? How could I have audio description at every single show? How could every show be sensory friendly and welcoming? The second part of that is representation. When people look in the ring, they need to feel a connection. So Omnium Circus is a New York City-based, nationally touring professional circus company. 25% of our performers and 40% of our team are persons with disabilities. We have 10 to 14 artists that tour with us. These are world-class performing artists. They are honored and celebrated for a lifetime of dedication to a beautiful art form. And it is genuinely marvelous and entertaining for all audiences.
We have this jokey tagline at the Poetry Society of New York where we say that we do a little something for everyone. But I think that's really true.
We design innovative poetry experiences that make poetry a more transformative and radically inclusive experience for artists of all kinds. We have the Poetry Brothel, which is a literary immersive cabaret. We produce the New York City Poetry Festival. We do Poetry Camp, which is an adult summer camp. One of our largest programs is actually our Typewriter Poets program. It's a great way for poets to hone their craft and get paid.
I think poetry can feel very exclusive to a lot of people, and a big part of our mission is to help people see that it's not, and that anyone can be a poet. There are many different access points to poetry through PSNY.
It's about using what's in your heart and the language that you have available to say what you have to say about the world.
Hello, everyone. We're so excited to be here for the 5th year. What an amazing event, and truly everyone is a winner.
All right, and without further ado, the winner of the Arts and Culture Award is
Building Beats.
Congratulations. They want to get a picture. And while it's a great big check, the little check is so much better because we can cash it. You want it up like that? Right?
Okay. I'm a little overwhelmed with feelings right now. I am Sam. I am the program leader of our mentorship program, BB Leaders, that was spoken about in the video. I'm also here with my colleague, Bianca.
Yes, I'm the programming assistant with Building Beats.
Yes. We want to thank the Imagine Awards for this opportunity. Along with Courtney and Kelly, just thank you for this opportunity. The work that we do is definitely a labor of passion. And I'm sorry, I'm very overwhelmed. We believe that creativity opens doors, right? And that young people deserve the tools to further themselves in this world. We are both examples of that. We believe that mentorship is a change agent in this field of work, and that when we first launched this program called BB Leaders, our goal wasn't just to teach music, you know. We also wanted to build confidence in the classroom or the community centers or the spaces that we visited, and we wanted to just do that through the work that we provided to the students.
I'm one of those stories as well. I was also a part of Building Beats since I was 17 years old. And now I have the opportunity and the privilege to be here standing in front of all of you. Sam was also one of my mentors as well, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for this wonderful organization. We are immensely grateful. I am so happy that we get to represent our BB Leaders, our Building Beats program. Shout out to everyone on our core team. And yeah, this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. We both could cry right now, honestly, just by the impact right now. But thank you so much for having us here.
And I'm sorry. And just lastly, to all the other organizations in the category, we want to connect with you. You know, we believe that building with each other in this room is what will strengthen us out here. So shout out to you as well.
All right, congratulations. One more time for Building Beats. Wonderful work. Our second award of the night is the Your Part-Time Controller Rising Star Award, presented by Rachel DiMatteo and Nicole Frazina. This award recognizes a nonprofit that makes a profound impact with their programs and services, but does so with a much smaller budget.
Hi, I'm Ellie Hume, the Northeast Regional Director for Your Part-Time Controller. For more than 3 decades, the nonprofit accounting specialists at YPTC have taken the burden of financial management off the plates of nonprofit leaders and helped build strong nonprofits, one accounting department at a time. We are passionate about helping nonprofit organizations meet their missions through strong financial management and accounting best practices. It's an honor to continue supporting the nonprofit community by sponsoring the Rising Star Award. The finalists in the Rising Star category are the very definition of good things often come in small packages. They consistently demonstrate a dedication to executing their missions by being creative, agile, and resilient. In spite of limited financial and staffing resources, these nonprofits exemplify a determination to succeed and affect change on a grand scale. They operate their organizations with significant impact, proving bigger isn't always better. The YPTC Rising Star Award recognizes a nonprofit generating under $5 million in revenue for its outstanding innovation, impact, and achievements in meeting its mission. The award will be given to an organization who demonstrates an outstanding record of sustained achievement, has successfully demonstrated successful financial performance, and has built a reputation for excellence within the community. We see you and thank you for all you do. The 2025 Rising Star finalists are Broadway Community, City Living, Right to Be, The Chick Mission.
I think many people think about homeless service work as being very transactional, but I think what we really challenge at Broadway Community is that this work should be relational. So we want every single person that comes into our space to feel seen, feel valued, and to feel loved. And that's really what we try to do in every single program that we operate. We are emblematic of a so-called one-stop shop. So our soup kitchen serves breakfast and lunch to between 200 and 300 people. Our food pantry serves 120 families every Thursday. We support guests in securing identification, benefits, and housing. We help with job applications, resumes, and interviews. We offer medical care, support groups, and our shelter program serves 19 single adult men and women every evening, 7 nights a week, 365 nights a year. The last 4 years, we've doubled our team, expanded every program, really elevating the standard of care in the homeless service space until homelessness is something that we as a society decide that we are just not going to tolerate anymore.
City Living New York works with youth aging out of foster care in New York City. Aging out means that you were not returned to your family, you were not adopted, and you were not taken in by kin. There's no other 21-year-old that we expect to be fully independent on that birthday, but we expect this of young people who have suffered a lot of trauma and don't have built-in family supports. In your 20s determines a lot of who you're going to be and what you're going to do, and what they really need is like solid adult presence. And so we're there to help with like the emotional support, but also the physical support that comes with being a parent sometimes. Many people would have an experience of setting up their first apartment with their family or going to a dorm. We are there to unbox every box. We hang shower curtains. We hang curtains in the living room. We'll help buy textbooks. When you get a new job, we'll buy you a Metro card. At any given point, we have homeless young people that we're helping to secure housing, but once in their apartment, we have maintained 100% success in maintaining that apartment. In our education program, 68% of our youth in that program are currently enrolled in college, and as of the last spring semester, 97% of them are on track to graduate. Like a small intervention can lead to a big outcome.
At Right to Be, we are working to end hate and harassment in all of its forms. When I started this work, we were focused on street harassment, and slowly but surely, people went from thinking street harassment was just the price you paid to something that was actually wrong. So we expanded the scope of our work because if it worked for this original issue, couldn't it work for other issues too? One of the things is that you've got to work deep in the communities that are impacted by it, and you've got to elevate that experience. Hate looks so different for people who are Black compared to people who are disabled. And even among people who are Black, it's going to look so different here in the United States compared to what it looks like in Asia, compared to what it looks like in Russia. And so we have partnered deeply with nonprofits, with leaders in over 44 countries and over 27 languages to make sure that our efforts and our trainings and our storytelling approaches are customized to be effective in those countries, because the first piece of it is that people need and deserve to feel seen and heard.
The Chick mission came about after I was diagnosed with cancer for the third time in my 30s. The young adult cancer occurrences are going up, but survivorship is also going up. And that's why fertility is a really important part of the process. Our grants fund a full round of egg freezing and then some storage. We just want to be there by having funds accessible to cover this.
I was not expecting a cancer diagnosis, especially not at 27, and During this time that you're told, you can die, I was not thinking about going through IVF. I knew that I wanted kids in my future. It just financially was impossible for me to cover. Now I have 26 eggs.
The cancer doesn't decide whether you become a biological parent or not. You get to decide because we're there to support you.
It isn't just a grant. It's like a little bit of light in such a dark time of my life.
Wow, those were inspiring videos. Nicole and I are proud to be representing your part-time controller, and we're so excited to be presenting this Rising Star Award to an organization making a big impact on a limited budget. And the winner is
City Living New York.
Hi. Wow, this is overwhelming. I was so inspiring just seeing the videos from the fellow finalists in the Rising Star category, but all the other videos as well, and I can't wait to watch the rest. It is truly an honor and humbling experience to be around so many amazing agencies and visionary leaders, so thank you so much for this. I'm sure all of you know the saying, it takes a village to raise a child, and I've always thought that was so much more true or even more true when you're speaking about children impacted by the foster care system, because the system is just not meant to raise a child and will never do an effective job at so. So in honor of the Imagine Awards tonight, I would love for us all to imagine a New York City where there is no need for a city living, where every young person in foster care is returned to their family, is taken in by relatives, or is adopted into a loving home, and that they don't age out like all of my youth have had to do. But until that day, City Living is here. We will continue to build community and to be the family support that every young person needs to thrive. So I am just truly honored to accept this award on behalf of City Living and, of course, the amazing young people that I get the privilege to work with every day. So thank you so much.
Congratulations once again to City Living New York, winner of the Rising Star Award. And now, presenting the Alliant Leadership Excellence Award is John Cunningham. This award recognizes nonprofit leaders who not only advocate for their missions, but consistently operate in a way that is meaningful and that is innovative and impactful. This nonprofit is a change maker, not only within his or her organization, but for the community as a whole.
Hi, I'm John Cunningham, Executive Vice President of Alliant Insurance Services. Success in business is achieved by perseverance, creativity, and strong leadership. When it comes to the business of nonprofits, all of this is true and more. Nonprofit leaders have to navigate the volatile landscape of government regulations, shrinking budgets, fundraising, program performance, and staffing changes. These dedicated individuals, whether professional or through volunteer service, are deeply inspiring. The Alliant Leadership Excellence Award recognizes an exemplary nonprofit leader who may be an executive director, board member, staff member, or volunteer whose accomplishments have advanced his or her organization, as well as had a profound impact on the community as a whole. Aside from being an innovative thinker, an individual who operates with impact and strives to drive social change, this leader must be a fierce advocate for their organization and its mission. We are proud to sponsor the Leadership Excellence Award and applaud your service for going above and beyond every day. The 2025 Imagine Award Leadership Excellence finalists are Computers for People, Saki for South Asian Survivors, New York Foundation for the Arts, the Eagle Academy Foundation.
When I was in high school, I used to go to different thrift stores on weekends with my friends and file old computers and resell them online. And through that venture, I saw that all these companies and individuals didn't know how to get rid of their old electronic equipment. And on the flip side of that, I learned that so many people couldn't access jobs, education, telehealth, just because they didn't have access to a computer. That's why I built Computers for People, a nonprofit that closes the digital divide by turning e-waste into opportunity. The majority of the computers that we get are from large corporations that refresh them every 2 to 3 years. So just with refreshing the operating system and doing a data erasure process, the computer's almost brand new. We work with 400 nonprofits. We're like a tool in their toolbox where they're able to nominate individuals and have them apply directly to us. Then we delivered the computer to that nonprofit for them to hand to the client. Our goal is to donate 1 million computers by 2030. I want us to be mission-driven. How do we make the most possible impact in our short lifetime?
Saki for South Asian Survivors work with survivors of gender-based violence, serving the South Asian and Indo-Caribbean community here in New York City. South Asians are the fastest growing immigrant community here in New York City. There are survivors that we work with for the first time that they're taking the subway system is to come to the Saki office. They have never navigated through systems here in New York City, let alone the United States. Having a community that speaks their language, understands their religion, understands how their particular community operates is really critical for longer-term success. What Saki is designed to do is create a sense of community for those who are going through what is oftentimes the worst moments of their life.
Under Kavita's leadership, Saki has evolved exponentially. We shifted in who we saw as survivors, and we recognize that survivorship expands across gender identities, also to recognizing survivorship in families and survivorship in communities. So we've really expanded into holistic services, and that's because Kavita is a visionary.
The New York Foundation for the Arts works to support artists and cultural workers, particularly at critical inflection points in their careers. Because of Michael's exceptional fundraising and transformational leadership, we have grown to a $22 million budget with over 20 programs serving 1 million constituents. And that money enables the organization to provide a lifeline for artists when they need it most.
By continuing to grow, we are allowing artists to know that we are there for them in their corner, cheering them on, lifting them up, and providing them with any kind of need they may have. Through NYFA, my life's work has been about giving artists what they require in order to be the first responders to society's needs. Artists question, heal, provoke, and inspire us, and they demand leadership at the highest level to do what they do. Every day I try my best to meet that challenge.
The mission of the Eagle Academy Foundation is to challenge systemic barriers and improve the education and life outcomes for young men of color. What we aspire to do as an organization and what we've been doing is closing access and opportunity gaps. Our job is not to define success for young people. It's about putting them in a position to have the experiences and the preparation to define success on their own terms. But the other thing that we've done is actually build our alumni association. We have over 4,000 young men that have graduated from Eagle Academy School since 2008. They can actually now be part of the solution in solving for some of the gaps in employment, but also that professional mentorship. Why this mission is so deeply personal to me? I was one of these kids. I'm a first-generation college kid. You know, I grew up in public housing, single-parent household, and my life was forever changed by educational opportunities that I had. And this has provided me with a vehicle to drive my passion and give young people who have come from my circumstances the same opportunities that I've had.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's again, I'm blown away each year with the number of incredible not-for-profits. Let's just give it one more. Now, for a lot of you who've been here for a few years, I usually screw up the video component, so there's gonna be a lot of bloopers at the end. But not only did I screw that up last year, but I wasn't paying attention, so I had exactly the same shirt and tie in the video that I wore. Not this year, though, all right? So everybody here, they're all winners. It's all great. It's so hard to choose from all these. The judges have the hardest job here, but I will do my best to read the winner here for leadership. And that is Michael Roars, New York Foundation for the Arts.
Sarah, stay there. This is the chair of my board, so I wanted to acknowledge her. And I say that because somebody already mentioned it takes a village to lead any organization, any initiative. I feel so honored to have been chosen, and I definitely did not prepare a speech because I was absolutely 100% certain I was not going to win. So with that said, I am grateful to New York Imagine Awards. Anybody with the last name of Serini, thank you. And I can't tell you how much this means to me and Sarah and the board. And I also just want to say to my colleagues who are in this category, you guys are amazing. You knocked me dead, really. You're fantastic. So I will leave it at that, and I am most, most grateful to all of you for sitting here tonight and listening to me. Thank you.
Congratulations again to Michael Royce and the New York Foundation for the Arts. What an incredible example of leadership. The Imagine Awards recognizes the importance of diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility within nonprofit organizations and their programming. And don't let anyone tell you that is not critically important. Thanks to Chase for Business for supporting the DEIA Award. Frank Apollo is presenting the award on behalf of Deb Lawrence, who sends her best to all the finalists.
I'm Deb Lawrence, Managing Director for Community Business Strategies at JPMorgan Chase. My team serves nearly 500,000 small businesses and nonprofits in New York City, providing everything from banking services and credit cards to complimentary one-on-one executive coaching. Like the organizations honored by the Imagine Awards, Chase is committed to ensuring everyone has a fair opportunity to get ahead. Here in the New York City metro region and in communities across the country, our team works day in and day out to provide financial education our neighbors need to succeed. We show up in these communities every day, from supporting the small businesses that power our neighborhoods to partnering with community-based organizations that support those in need. The finalists in this category respond to the intense need for programming that best serves New York City's diverse communities. These nonprofits have proven that addressing these issues is a primary focus, not only for the services and programs, but as a pillar that is deeply woven into their organization's culture. This award recognizes organizations that deepen and expand their impact through program design and delivery, staff recruitment and engagement, leadership development and excellence, volunteerism, and donor engagement. Thanks to these organizations' efforts, New York City's economy and communities are brighter, stronger, and more resilient. On behalf of JPMorgan Chase, thank you for everything you do. The finalists in the 2025 Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility Award, sponsored by Chase for Business, are New York City Urban Debate League, New York Professional Advisors for Community Entrepreneurs, Reach Out and Read Greater New York, and last but not least, Special Olympics New York.
The New York City Urban Debate League brings access to debate to underserved students throughout New York City. Debate helps students develop their literacy. It helps build their critical thinking skills, increases their likelihood to go to college, but more importantly, their college readiness, and then ultimately civic engagement. The way that debate has kind of played out in the world is that it is predominantly available to students in very well-resourced schools, and even within those schools to the highest achieving students. And so it's important to us that we work with our striving readers, and we also work with our high achievers.
Debate gave me the tools to feel confident enough in myself to be able to speak up to adults that are around me and advocate for what I want my future to look like, and not being afraid to ask questions when you're in a room with a lot of important people.
There's always something to be said from a different perspective. And at a young age, students are so much more willing to do that. Having that skill to be able to see someone else's perspective and to be able to change your mind is really how we get to a world where we better understand each other and a world of peace.
The name of our organization is New York Professional Advised Community Entrepreneurs, otherwise known as NYPACE. The mission of our organization really is to foster job creation and economic opportunities. The way we do this is by focusing on growth-ready entrepreneurs that are looking to scale and grow, but don't have the support of the networks to be able to take them to the next level. On the opposite side, with the volunteers, we also identify professionals that they have their day jobs, but they have these competencies and skills, and we're bringing them in to pair that up with it, leveraging their skills and competency in this real intangible way that's leading to real results. When you're looking at earlier stage entrepreneurship, there is a plethora of resources that's available. But then when you drill in a little bit more into those that have been able to start and growing their business and they're looking to scale up, we found that that's the sweet spot that is not being served. That's where NYPACE comes in to create that spark so they can go from working in their business to working on their business.
At Reach Out and Read of Greater New York, we provide books and anticipatory guidance to pediatricians so they can provide literacy guidance to children all across New York City. We train thousands of pediatricians on early literacy so that at every well child visit from 6 months to 5 years old, the pediatrician is equipped on giving early literacy guidance to the parent that is developmentally appropriate for that milestone. And so it really is about supporting early childhood brain development before school starts. A few years ago, we really only offered books that were bilingual English-Spanish, and now we've grown our catalog to be over 10 different languages. And we hear from children who are excited to get a book where the main character looks just like them. Parents are 2 times more likely to enjoy the experience of reading to their child every night, which means they're more likely to do it. And pediatricians are less likely to report burnout at a Reach Out and Read clinic, which means everyone benefits from Reach Out and Read.
The mission of Special Olympics New York is to offer training and competition in Olympic-style sports for people with intellectual disabilities. We do not charge our athletes to participate, and we range from the age of 2. We have athletes that go well into their 70s. It is truly a place where everybody is starting equal. We're creating like an inclusive world because it's not, oh, I can't play on your team because I don't have ID. We're inviting people without intellectual disabilities to be a part of our world. And we are breaking down barriers. And so it's, hey, we're a unified team, or hey, there's my friend.
My favorite thing about Special Olympics is teammates. They make me feel more happy. We won a medal in hockey, first place. And when I went to play, I feel like I have like friends who, who are there for me, and they'll always be there for me. So.
Thank you, everyone. Once again, Chase for Business is very proud to be a sponsor of the Imagine Awards. Today, I'm joined, I'm joined by my not-for-profit team in business banking, our commercial bankers, private bankers, community managers, all of whom bring passion to their job every day in serving this sector, very important sector of the New York City marketplace. But nobody brings more passion to their job every day than the nominees here. So let's give them another round of applause. And the winner of the 2025 Imagine Awards Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility Award is the Special Olympics of New York.
Thank you. What a great award. Wow. I am shocked. So thank you, Imagine Awards. Thank you, Serini Associates. This is absolutely amazing. I am incredibly proud to accept this on behalf of Special Olympics New York. Claire, you did a great job. Claire put this together. She's on our team. We have tried for this award many, many years, so thank you. Inclusion is at the heart of everything that we do. Special Olympics started over 55 years ago for a place for people with intellectual disabilities to feel like a part of something, to play with their teammates, to be a part of a team. And over those 55 years, Special Olympics has continued to evolve, and we do unified sports, which now brings people with and without intellectual disabilities together to play on the same court, the same field. So that's super amazing. So super proud of that. Dinesh, our athlete who was there, he was supposed to be here with us tonight, but he's sick. So I know he's going to be really, really sad, but I think he won this for us. Our athletes inspire me every day. They are amazing. They volunteer in our office. It's incredible to work at a place where the people you serve hug you and thank you and want to help you every day because they truly, truly know that there is a difference being made in their lives. But we couldn't do it without our staff, our volunteers, our coaches, and people like you who really, really recognize inclusion and help our athletes be a part of the bigger world. So thank you so much.
All right, so we're about at the halfway mark. How incredible is this? How incredible are these organizations? As I said before, everyone in this room is a winner. Anyway, dinner's coming out. We'll take about a 45-minute break to eat and do some networking. If anybody does feel so moved to make a small donation to the Imagine Awards, we'd appreciate it. You can scan the QR code on the table. Most importantly, please take some time to go visit the finalists and the sponsors. There's a seating chart that you guys had on each of the chairs. You can kind of see where everybody's sitting tonight. We'll meet on stage at the conclusion of the event to take a group photo. So all the winners, if they can come up here at the end of the night so we can get a group photo. So if you're just to let you know, if your rep does have to leave before the night is over, please make sure that someone sticks around to take that photo. So enjoy your dinner. We'll be back after dinner. So welcome back, everyone. Let's try that again. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you all enjoyed your dinner and you got to meet some amazing people in the room. Again, we are so grateful for all our generous sponsors. At this time, I would like to once again recognize and thank our titanium sponsor, Webster Bank. It's my pleasure to welcome Daniel Liberty, Regional President and Head of Not-for-Profit Banking at Webster Bank, to the stage to say a few words.
Thank you, Ken. On behalf of Webster Bank and my amazing colleagues, many of whom are in the room with us tonight, I want to acknowledge that what an important event the Imagine Awards is for the City of New York, not-for-profit space. Philanthropy and helping our communities are a cornerstone and embedded in Webster Bank's DNA. And as such, we are proud to be a longstanding sponsor and this year's titanium sponsor of the Imagine Awards. Making connections and learning about the organizations is the highlight of the evening for me personally, and we are delighted to say thank you to the not-for-profit community through an event like this. The Imagine Awards is a special night to honor and connect with all these special organizations. And I'd like to congratulate all the winners and all the finalists tonight, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Dan, I just want to say the Imagine Awards couldn't do this without you and the rest of the sponsors, so we are truly grateful. I'm now proud to introduce Allison LaForlita, Executive Director of the Nonprofit Resource Hub, who will present the Nonprofit Resource Hub Fan Favorite Award. Allison?
Good evening. What an amazing night. Congratulations to all who were nominated and those who won. Shameless plug. I'm with the Nonprofit Resource Hub. If you're a nonprofit and you're not a partner, join right now. It's free. And we provide you with a ton of resources, educational support, and all sorts of templates and whatnot that you can use, and you don't have to pay a dime for it. We are here to support the work that you are doing. So if you need to find us, we're in the program. And again, free to join. So please do so. Thank you. So I am so pleased to be here to present the Nonprofit Resource Hub Fan Favorite Award. All the finalists were eligible to win with public voting taking place online. The finalists with the most votes will win $3,000 Fan Favorite Award. An incredible 6,300 votes were cast. The 4 organizations with the most votes were Building Beats, Our Children, Special Olympics of New York, the Eagle Academy Foundation. And the winner is, this is very heavy, okay, hang on. Special Olympics of New York.
Thank you again. Now I know what, I don't know, Tom Hanks feels like. Thank you.
Well, congratulations once again to the Special Olympics of New York. Your fans have spoken. I do want to say, please hang on to those programs because they're full of all kinds of wonderful information about all the organizations in this room. I know that my wonderful colleagues here from WABC are watching and taking notes, and they would love to help share a lot of your stories, and they're going to be hanging on to those programs and passing them around back at WABC. I wish we could televise this whole event. It's so special. Next up, we have the One Group Innovation Award, which rewards an organization for using creativity and ingenuity to meet a programmatic need, operational challenge, or fundraising campaign. And presenting the award tonight on behalf of Pierre Morisseau is Josephine Botita.
I'm Pierre Morisseau, Chief Executive Officer of One Group, a leading risk management, insurance brokerage, and employee benefits firm. We are very proud to continue sponsoring the One Group Award for Innovation. At One Group, we understand that in business, as well as in the nonprofit world, if you don't take risks, you risk even more. These innovative nonprofit organizations have to take chances, get creative, and develop new strategies to advance their missions and, frankly, to survive. Trying something new to move the needle is scary, but when it all comes together, the results speak for themselves. The finalists in the innovation category have launched new programs, challenged the old way of doing things, and bravely taken a novel idea from concept to implementation. They embrace the innovative spirit to move their missions forward by listening to the needs of the community, donors, and staff. Whether operational, programmatic, or for fundraising, these organizations have embraced the challenge of taking an idea and making it reality. The 2025 finalists in the innovation category are Anthos Home, NYU Langone Pain Reprocessing Therapy Program, The Brave House, Wellness in the Schools.
Anthos Home is an organization focused on helping people move out of homelessness into permanent housing quickly and efficiently. A housing voucher is a subsidy that allows a low-income household to be able to afford a reasonable rent. The housing voucher process is very time-consuming, and so 40% of vouchers nationally go unused. And what we're trying to do at Anthos Home is to take this amazing resource that the government provides. We want to make sure that it gets to the landlord and to the tenant and that they're able to find their home.
Some of the technologies that we've really focused on are building automations into our systems to make this process work more smoothly and efficiently so that our staff, government partners, and nonprofit partners can focus on the people and not the paperwork.
Our goal is to be able to house them in 2 months. We have already housed 400 households throughout New York City in less than 2 years, and we're hoping to increase that exponentially over the next few years.
Pain reprocessing therapy is an intervention that is built around the understanding that pain is a danger signal from the brain and not always a sign of structural damage in your body. So we want to teach people to respond to pain like you might a super sensitive fire alarm, right? Maybe I should see if the battery's dead, as opposed to there's a fire.
I think that there tends to be quite a bit of skepticism when it comes to psychological interventions for physical pain. But one of the really great things about PRT is that you're basically learning to calm and regulate your nervous system, which tends to serve people well regardless. By practicing within NYU Langone, we're able to offer PRT to people on any type of insurance. Once patients learn and start practicing these techniques, they feel so much more hopeful, so much more empowered, and so too do their providers.
I experienced chronic pain for about 17 years and have largely recovered using these modalities, and I want to share that with as many people as I possibly can.
At the Brave House, we support immigrant and refugee girls and young women in New York City through free legal aid, mental health care, social services, and leadership programs. There's always a need for these services, and things will shift and change, and we're trying to change with it. That's why we created our custom mobile app designed to meet members where they are.
The app is a robust space with over 400 custom resources that all have members in mind. Something that has been an almost revolutionary tool for us over the past year and a half is in-chat translation. So just through the press of a button, English speakers, Spanish speakers, and French speakers are able to communicate with one another in group chats and in individual chats. Everyone's receiving messages in our chats in the language that they prefer, and everyone will understand you. I think a core tenet of our work is being a place where this demographic that we serve can find peer support and make friends, make new connections, feel safe, feel empowered, and have a good time.
Wellness in the Schools is a national nonprofit organization based in New York City that ensures access to nourishing food and active play for children in public schools. We remove ultra-processed foods from lunch menus and replace those with scratch-cooked, homemade, whole foods that are better for children's health. The big problem with ultra-processed foods is it actually tastes really good and are cheap by design. So our job is to create whole food recipes that are also delicious and work within the same budget constraints with the federal reimbursement rate. So New York City employs over 8,000 school cooks. Most of them are hired from the communities they serve. They're incredibly hardworking, but the majority are not trained chefs. So where we come in is to provide professional development with trained chefs. So we teach all of these skills that are necessary to prepare any scratch-cooked meal, not just the ones that we are putting on their menus. For the nearly 1 million children in New York City, this could very well be their only hot meal of the day. And we partner with the Department of Education to ensure that that meal is delicious and nutritious.
Good evening. I feel very privileged to be able to present this award, the Innovation Award, but also thank everybody for staying tonight for the end of this to support those nominees that are now being awarded now. And without any further ado, everyone's so deserving, it's crazy. The winner of the Innovation Award is Anthos Home. Thank you so much. I'm so honored and thrilled and just really deeply honored to accept this award on behalf of Anthos Home and really our entire team that works so hard to help people move from shelter to permanent housing. Tonight, more than 120,000 people will sleep in New York City shelters. Over 40,000 of them are children. The average shelter stay now averages more than a year. Behind each of these numbers is a person waiting, hoping, and struggling to find a place to call home. At Anthos Home, we believe that housing vouchers should work the way they were designed to quickly connect people to safe and stable housing. But the system doesn't work so well, and so that's what we're trying to solve for. We're really trying to help make sure that somebody who's in shelter is going to be able to find a home and be able to stay there for the long term. And so that's why we built something different. We work directly with landlords to identify and hold apartments. We remove the competition that exists for people with vouchers. And we partnered with over 500 landlords and helped nearly 750 people find permanent housing in just over 2 years. So I really appreciate this recognition, and I just want to thank all the other honorees. You all have done such amazing work, each and every one of you. We know how hard it is to stand up an organization, to make something happen, and we are excited to do that by using technology and kind of come up with creative systems to do that. So I'd like to really thank the Imagine Awards Committee for this recognition, in particular Andrea Cantor from Webster Bank. She was so enthusiastic when she talked to us. and really appreciate that. And, you know, just a reminder, stable housing isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's the foundation for everything else: education, employment, health, family stability, and the ability to build a future. We're not just moving people out of shelter, we're opening doors to possibility, and that's what all of you are doing here tonight, so thank you again.
Congratulations to Anthos Home. Next up, we have the Serini and Associates Social Impact Award, which recognizes the impact an organization has had both from a micro perspective, and that's the impact on the people served, and a macro perspective, which is the impact on the overall community. Presenting the Serini and Associates 2025 Social Impact Award is Manaz Cavaluzzi.
I'm Manaz Cavaluzzi, partner at Serini & Associates, and it's my honor to present the Serini & Associates LLP Social Impact Award. Serini & Associates has worked with more than 300 nonprofit organizations over the past 30 years. We have a deep appreciation and understanding of how important it is for nonprofits to operate with impact while delivering their essential services to the community. The Serini & Associates Social Impact Award finalists are nonprofits that strive to achieve their missions with laser focus. They recognize the importance of prioritizing data and metrics to best guide their programming and campaigns, and they efficiently manage resources in order to respond to the evolving needs of those they serve, their donors, strategic partners, and governmental agencies. This award will be given to a nonprofit that measures success not just by meeting its mission, but by affecting the surrounding community. Impact goes beyond the number of children served, shelters provided, and mouths fed. Impact looks at how the organization touched the New York City community as a whole and how the results have been measured. The 2025 finalists in the Serini & Associates Social Impact Award are being recognized because they have successfully leveraged their operations to create a lasting impression of social impact across the New York metro region. The finalists are Center for Alternative Sentencing and Employment Services, Our Children, Part of the Solution, the Marcy Lab School.
At the Center for Alternative Sentencing and Employment Services, we do what prisons cannot. We are an organization that primarily supports poor, marginalized New Yorkers who are living with mental health issues, substance use issues, and who happen to have criminal legal system involvement. And I say criminal legal system versus criminal justice system because, frankly, we don't think there's anything just about that system. No one should be penalized because they're living with a mental illness, because they have a substance use issue. Those are not crimes. So we do our work by making sure that we get them the help that they need in the moment. And not just in a traditional brick and mortar building. We have a ton of mobile health teams. So if a person is living under a bridge, in a shelter, we will go to that person and provide them services in vivo where they're at. We also work with young people. I spent 16 years in prison. I was a kid that got caught up in trouble. But had I had the kind of interventions that we provided cases at the right time, it would have made a difference. And we want to make a difference in people's lives so that this does not become their future.
Our Children is an organization that is dedicated to connecting moms to their children. Family reunification is difficult because there's so many facets that goes into it. We have housing, thrift stores, children's services so that we can provide for them. We also have social workers, counselors in the prison, and so they're able to get counseling. We also have parenting classes to help them to figure out how to connect with their children, because we believe that we must service the entire woman.
My daughter was born while I was incarcerated, so I had her for 3 days in the hospital. That was the last time I seen her for 7.5 years. When I came out, I knew I couldn't go back home, but I didn't know where I was going to go. Our children literally were there to pick me up at the front gate. They brought me to the house. They held my hand, and it saved my life, and it definitely got me on a track where me and my daughter are both on our way to success.
Part of the solution is a loving community in the Bronx that serves people who are facing food and housing insecurity. From our pantry and meal services to our case management, legal solutions, we serve anybody who comes to us. We really are an inclusive space, and we celebrate everyone who comes.
I myself, my family was food insecure, and we came to POTS in 1993, and they opened the doors and they helped my mom, they helped myself, and when I got of age, I was like, I'm never leaving.
So every time someone comes to us, they're usually in some kind of crisis. Whether it is they don't know what they're going to eat that day, maybe they haven't known where to find a hot shower in a long time. So we'll meet that immediate need for each of those people, but also we want to make sure we have a conversation with each person who comes in and connect them to what they need to build on that first step and then move them to stability. We value the humanity of everyone who comes through our doors. We don't see the reason they came to us. We see them for who they are.
The clients coming in are different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different educations. Anybody can have a bad day. Their situation today does not define their tomorrow.
There are thousands of students in this city every single year who have achieved really incredible things in high school but may not be able to afford the college of their dreams. The Marcy Lab School was designed to be a one-year tuition-free alternative to college that prepares young adults for high-paying careers in tech. We are inspired by a lot of the vocational schools and trade schools of the past, a lot of the workforce development organizations of today. We want to focus on real-world skills, a focus on employability. But one of the things that makes the Marcy Lab School unique is that there's a lot of really well-rounded leadership development, civic studies, professional skills fluency embedded into the curriculum. So the idea is that, after 1 year at the Marcy Lab School, we hope that you're not only ready for a job, but you've had those experiences that allow you to walk into the world and walk into the workplace and feel just as prepared to thrive and be a leader there too. A Marcy Lab School student is ambitious, they're bold, they have high aspirations for their future. And it's incumbent upon all of us to make sure that young adults, no matter which pathway they take, are set up to succeed, find jobs, and take care of themselves and their families.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone has enjoyed themselves so far. Before I announce the winner, I want to just congratulate all of our finalists tonight. I want to take a moment to bring awareness to all of the nonprofits in this room. I hope you all have had a chance. Besides the finalists, there's a lot of other organizations in here doing meaningful work throughout New York City, so I hope you've all had a chance to collaborate, speak to each other, meet each other. It's rare to have so many nonprofits in one room, so I hope you've taken advantage of that opportunity. The winner of the Serini & Associates Social Impact Award is the Marcy Lab School. Good evening. This is such an honor and very unexpected. My name is Najette Swain, and I'm so honored on behalf of the Marcy Lab School and our executive director that you saw in this video, Ruben Ogbonna, to accept this award. At Marcy, we're reimagining what higher education can look like for students from underestimated backgrounds, helping them launch careers in tech without taking on additional debt. Since 2019, we've served about 300 students and have completed their program and started jobs at companies like Spotify, Salesforce, and JP Morgan, creating economic mobility for themselves and their families. This award means so much because it recognizes our fellows' work, their stories, and what's possible when opportunity meets real talent. Thank you so much to the Imagine Awards, to Serini Associates, and all of the other organizations here tonight for making lasting change in New York City. Thank you so much.
Hold on one second. I don't think she wanted her check. She left it there. Congratulations, Marcy Lab. So we have something special to share with all of you before we conclude. That was the last of our awards, but some say that the next thing that we're going to do is like one of the hottest parts of the night. It's our blooper reel. So please turn your attention.
Are my glasses falling off my face? Okay.
Great.
How much do I use my hands?
I never know where to put my hands.
All right. I don't even see them. I'm glad there's not like that scene that instead of a camera, because I'm telling you, they put a camera on me, like an actual camera, and I like suddenly forget my name.
Where's the camera generally? Just for...
You're looking right at it.
Oh, that's the camera?
What?
Where's the camera?
I'm such a doofus. I didn't know.
So that is the camera? And it, oh, okay. So that makes it easy. Okay. I see the camera.
It looks like a teleprompter, though. It doesn't look like a camera. Oh, now I see it.
Action.
You ever seen me up in the mouse? I'm not relaxed.
As a my turn. Just
Other support. What do we do?
And entrepreneurs serve that we serve.
At Elite, we believe in the power.
No. Yeah, so this is something that I shouldn't say. Yeah. Okay. You can cut that out. Jane, just. Find your tongue, woman. It's in your mouth.
Sir.
That was so close. Yeah, it's like my golf swing. Should have used the practice one.
Grateful to Claire, who encouraged us to
Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
At some point in our lives. Oops. Yeah, nope, missed a few words there. Whoops. Blah, 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 blah. We got this.
You start over. Yeah, because now I don't know if I should say hi or not.
Nutrition education lessons to students around the city.
Leadership program. Yeah, I like lost.
Have this, yeah.
Build. Woo! There's a good one in there somewhere.
There's nothing that you. Okay, sorry. That sounds all weird. Start again.
We transform.
Fully leverage their operation. So close.
City Image Awards.
For the NYC Image Awards.
2025 Image.
The one stumble.
Yeah.
Was it you called the Image Awards? Which would be great.
Did I say Image Awards?
Imagine. Okay. Sorry.
Third time's the charm. Woo!
Yeah, that felt better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. How did I lose track of time?
To succeed, we show up in these communities. All right, start over. Good grief. Delete. Now I'm going to be on the blooper reel for sure.
So what'd you think? So our sincere congratulations to all the winners and the finalists, and thank you to all of our generous sponsors, and especially to you for being here tonight and making tonight an awesome night. Come on. So let's give a final round of applause to our 24 finalists. They are truly inspirational.